What's up, guys? This is Dakota with Creation Seas. Today I'm going to be working on fixing up this lizard and frog paludarium. Bought the kit a while ago and I didn't know anything about what I was doing. As you can see, the plants are doing great down here, not so great up here. We're going to try to fix that as well as redo the whole water area. There's no fish in it, so I've let it get down low. We want to add fish, add some other critters. Also gonna implement some things that should make it a little bit better for the inhabitants, as like I said, I didn't know anything when I set it up, and also try to make it look a little better. This is not going to be a long-term home for them. We are going to upgrade to something bigger eventually, but for right now we're going to mess with this. So we also got a bunch of supplies here. We're going to put all the inhabitants in this very temporarily. I know this is not nearly big enough, but it's a temporary home for them just until we can get this built. We've got a bunch of supplies and well, we'll see how this goes. First things first, we're gonna have to clean this thing up. It's gonna be hard to tell in the screen because it's so dirty. This is a regular, original magic eraser, Mr. Clean magic eraser. These are completely safe for animal and aquarium habitats. Actually, like public aquariums will use these to clean. And this one's been used inside of my fish tank with water in it, all that good stuff. It's completely safe. There's no chemicals in it. As long as you get the original, don't get the one with added chemicals or anything like that. This is really just an abrasive foam pad. That's all it is, but it won't hurt the glass either. Alright, got this pretty clean. You can still see there's a little gunk down there. That'll be okay because it'll be underwater. I might take a scraper and try to scrape a little bit of it off, but it'll be underwater. It won't be a big deal. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to flip the viewing plane. So one thing I hate about this is this right here. I don't like this in the view. And I saw someone else do it where they actually flipped the whole thing 90 degrees and made one of the side panels the viewing pane, and it looked great. So that's what we're going to do with this one. Which is why I really focused on the edge here, make sure it's cleaned that, and we want to make sure wherever we spray our materials will actually stick. So, alright, so this is kind of how we're going to have it set up. Probably going to flip a few things just a little bit, make it easier. Alright, now that we've got the tank cleaned, we're going to go ahead and start getting ready to seal it all up, or get the background installed. But first things first, we're going to use some light diffusing egg crate to create a little cage for the pump. So you can see it comes up a little bit high. We'll be able to trim that later, but it fits back there pretty much perfect. So that looks like it's gonna work. So now we're gonna use some isopropyl alcohol to clean off the glass one last time. You know, the glass isn't perfect. This should get any little imperfections out, and we should be able to get this thing done. All right, so we had to open the door. I didn't realize how strong the fumes were off silicone, but we got this side is, oh, these lights, I'm sorry guys. This side is sealed in place with silicone. This side's not. It's gonna have so much rock around it, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. But we're also gonna try to put these rocks in with super glue because I didn't realize how dusty the rocks be, so I had to rinse them off. And I don't think silicone will stick to wet materials. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna lay the rocks in, see if we like how they lay, and then go from there. All right, so this is what we're looking like after, man, this glare is gonna kill me. After it's cured for just a little bit, long enough that I think we can come back and we can start to carve some of this stuff away. So that's what we're gonna do next. I should have been wearing this whole time. Make sure you get your stuff. This stuff smells strong. Make sure you have gloves, all that good stuff, because yeah, it's messy. A little messier than I expected, so. All right, guys, excuse my mess and excuse the fact that I've missed doing a video on part of this. So I realized it was taking forever to do and I didn't want the video to go on for hours, so I didn't video all of it. But basically I got the foam in, the rock, and then I went back with some original Gorilla Glue, which is safe for animals once cured. Put a layer of that down, and then I pressed some crushed up rock into that. So there's a few spots like up top where it started to foam, and you know, unfortunately it didn't look the best, but overall I think it turned out really good. So what I got going here, I just foamed this stick in. Kind of see from the front, there's a little bit of glare. I'll get a better shot when we're done. I also got this one. I actually glued this up there, and then I went back and foamed it just to make sure it was secure because we didn't need any animals falling. And then down here, that is actually a dam. Oh, shoot, sorry. That's a dam up around where the intake will be. So the work area is a mess. Please excuse that. All right. So this is our filter tunnel. goes right up here. There's a little hole back there that it's going to let it come in. And then we're going to run the filter right out here. And we'll run a little waterfall straight down the side here. So a few things left to do. So we got our tunnel down. By the way, if you do a project like this, make sure you make sure you cover your tunnel really well, because digging all that stuff out was a pain. Okay, now we're going to drop our pump in. Alright, and this is going to go up here. I will get better at filming these as I go, guys. I just need you to bear with me. Alright, for substrate, we're going to start off with a little bit of organic soil. We're going to cap that with just a little bit of, this is either fluoride or eco complete. I honestly cannot remember. Alright, now I've gone and rinsed my sand. So that's the next step, is to put that in. Got some more sand. Also got a little bit of aragonite. Just put a little bit of calcium in the soil. My water tends to run really soft. Probably throw this somewhere else too. And here's the final result.